You know, the ancient Egyptians, Chinese, Norse, Mayans, Aztecs, and others had cataclysmic opinions about the meaning of a total eclipse, a total solar eclipse. They created elaborate expectations to catastrophize what was happening in their natural world. To them, it was the end of their natural world. And yet, the eclipse came and went, and life continued as it was despite their worst predictions. So what's the business lesson that we can take from all of this? Aren't celestial eclipses a lot like many of the problems that happen in our lives and our businesses? You know, we see them coming. We anticipate the worst. We plan a strategy to deal with them. And then they disappear. But in the meantime, we catastrophize the problem, giving it the worst possible outcome before we really know anything. We expected the very worst result and then suffered the deep emotional strain of a result that never happened. Just like the ancients who thought that the sun was being consumed or devoured by some giant monster, we think that we too will be consumed by a giant, self-imagined monster. The lesson from the eclipse is that problems happen in every life, just like eclipses. And most are random in the sense that they can happen to anyone, anywhere. And yet they never come to stay. They come to pass. Our worst expectations are rarely ever realized. So here's a thought. Think about your problems like the total eclipse, like we just went through here this afternoon. The event happens, and then it's gone. And life goes on. But if we catastrophize the problem like the ancients did, we go from horror to horror and never realize our full potential. Remember, the sun always returns. God bless. We'll see you again next week. And in the meantime, go be amazing. Don't worry about the eclipse.